TCI Channel 63 presents the TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Troy High School, it's United Artists Cable Basketball with the Troy Athens Redhawks taking on the Troy Colts. Hi, I'm Dave Jones along with Al Hardy, and tonight we have exciting basketball on tap for you with the Troy Athens Redhawks taking on the Troy Colts. Al, what are some of the keys to the game that we can look forward to tonight?
Well, looking at the Redhawks, what they're going to try and do is see if they can handle the big guy down on the Troy Athens, Tyson, the 6'8", like 212 pounds. And if they can stop Pfeiffer from doing some of that shooting and cause them to have some turnovers. And looking the other way with Troy Athens, they just need to be able to have good ball control and get the ball to the shooters. And if they can have a good outside shooting night, they may be all right.
Okay, so basically the Troy Athens Redhawks have got to control the game and not let Tyson and Pfeiffer really get off and have good games on them.
Like they had problems last game, their first defeat. They started off with an 18-2 run. They had the 2 points. So if they get into that type of a ball game tonight, they could really be into a real sad story tonight.
Okay, it looks like we're on tap for an exciting basketball game tonight. We'll be back with the tip-off and more exciting basketball.
Your assignment today is very simple. Make this earth as beautiful as possible. Any questions? Does anyone know where Lisa is?
Yeah, I do.
Do a good turn for the earth from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Okay, we're back at Troy High School for tonight's contest between the Troy Colts and the Troy Athens Redhawks. I'm Dave Jones along with Al Hardy, and we're just moments away from the tip-off. Last year records for the two teams, the Troy Athens Redhawks overall 8-13, 5-9 in the league, and the Troy Colts were 10-4 in the league and 12-6 overall. And here's tonight's starting five. For the Athens Redhawks, we've got Dinovic, that is, Dady, Schiller, Thomas at guard, Hacker at guard. For Troy Colts, we've got Grant at forward, Kupitzer at forward, Tyson, the center, Myers at guard, and Feldkamp also at guard. And we've got the tip-off. We're underway. The Troy Colts with the ball. And we've got our first violation. Out of bounds, Troy Colts. Athens now will be coming down with the ball.
Boy, what a way to start off a game. You're going right inside. That's making a point right there.
And that's Dinovic handling the ball out front, running the offense. The Troy Colts are matching up in a man-to-man defense. And they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball there.
You know, that was one thing that Crowell was worried about, Coach Crowell, was that they could handle the ball handling.
And that was Pfeiffer there with a bucket. And in fact, make that Phil Thomas with the bucket for Troy Athens. And there's Pfeiffer for the Troy Colts. Now with the ball out front, that's Dave Dinovic for the Troy Athens Redhawks. And once again, that's Phil Thomas driving inside. Looks like there's going to be a blocking foul, and that's on number 24, Kevin Kupitzer.
That's good. Get some fouls on him.
And that's the first team foul. That's one of the things that the Redhawks want to do is get the ball to Phil Thomas.
See,
try to get him off quickly.
Right there, he goes inside, and, you know, he draws a good foul.
Oh, and banking in a three-pointer. That was number 22, Steve Dady.
That one was off the glass.
Not often that you see that, Al. Three-pointer off the glass.
Yes.
Okay, in his zone, Troy Athens is. And the referee's got a call there. He's calling a traveling. was Kevin Krupitzer there.
That's a tough call for a team right now. It's early in the game. A travel call is very tough to accept.
Okay, Dave Dinovic once again brings the ball up. And in talking with the coaches early in the game, Troy Athens said they want to try to get 6 to 8 passes out here on the offensive end. There's Phil Thomas with a nice rebound. He puts the ball back up and he gets a 2.
Getting the ball well out on the break.
Nice drive there by number 24, Kevin Krupitzer, but he didn't get the bucket on the play.
Oh, there's another steal.
And the referee's got a foul on the play.
You remember Coach, talking with Croyle, he wanted to not get into the type of up and down game. You know, fast break, and they'll lose.
Absolutely. He thinks that the Troy Colts have too much quickness for them to get into a fast break up-tempo game. Okay, the Colts bringing the ball from out of bounds. Nice shot there. And that's number 31. That's Dave Cheek with the basket.
That tells you a lot about a basketball team, how often they're looking to go inside to their big man.
And that should be one of the advantages for the Colts tonight, having a little bit more size on the inside.
Definitely.
Okay, Troy Athens trying to control the tempo. There's Phil Thomas taking the ball inside.
Phil is doing the right thing, taking it to the hole, Somebody's going to bump you. If they're a good team, they're not going to let you make a basket. Even if you're wide open, they're going to get to you.
Well, Phil is the man that they're looking to carry a bulk of the scoring load for them. So he's trying to take it to the basket and definitely give them some points.
Right here, he had an advantage. His man went out of bounds, and he was able to take the ball to the hole.
Fast break now by the Troy Colts. Nice defensive play by Dave Dinovic. Almost got a steal there.
See, what you run into on a fast break situation like that, the smaller guy should have held onto the ball instead of giving it to the big guy, Phil. And his ball handling wasn't all that great at that point in time.
Got just under 5 minutes to play in the score here. The Red Hawks leading the Troy Colts by a score of 7-5.
You know, this is the energetic period right now. The basketball season is just underway, and it's your second game. It's a lot of excitement, but then there's also a lot of nervousness. So you're not going to see the true basketball teams that we're watching right now.
And the teams are probably still developing, trying to figure out what they do well, what's going to be their strengths and their weaknesses.
Right. Adjusting to the coach.
There's Phil Thomas in the corner, needing some help.
Good.
Oh, nice pass.
He went up pretty high, sky high for that one, and he came down on his back, but no call.
He found number 22, Steve Dady, there open underneath. Once again, Athens setting up in that zone, trying to neutralize the size of the Troy Colts. Looks like you're going to have an over-the-back foul on Phil Thomas, and that's exactly what it is.
Going back right here, good defense in the corner and able to find that weak side player too high. He was just too high on his roll in the zone.
That's a good cut on the offensive man to notice that the defensive man had his back turned and that the lane was open. Nice bucket there by number 44, Greg Feldkamp for the Troy Colts. There's Feldkamp off on the fast break. He's got the ball in the middle. Good defensive play by Dave Dinovic. Troy Athens coming down. Phil Thomas driving the lane. Got his shot blocked twice there on that one now. But he's battling. He's really battling. Referee called a foul here on that one now.
I'm trying to see. Yes, he called a foul, and they have it out of bounds. Phil stayed at it.
Phil really hustled on that play.
Right.
Okay, and there's Ricky Tyson intercepting the ball for the Troy Colts. The Colts are coming down now on offense. Once again, Troy Athens in that 2-3 zone. There's Feldkamp with the shot. Ball comes off to Troy Athens. Number 22, Steve Dady with the rebound.
That was a good idea for them to go into that zone because they were starting to get hammered down low with the big fella, Phil. Oh, they got a steal.
Oh, he stole it and lost it out of bounds.
You know, noticing the, looking at the score right now, it being 8-9, you really can't tell much about this game right now. They both are playing pretty equal.
Okay, there's Ricky Tyson going out of the game. It's the big man for the Troy Colts. Very close to an over and back there. Troy Colts are applying a lot of pressure there on that man-to-man defense.
That's a real blockbuster there.
And that was Matt Myers, number 41, coming down with the rebound for the Troy Colts. Shot there by 41, Matt Myers.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, was that a nice play?
A good garbage rebound and an excellent turnaround lucky shot. I have to be frank.
That was Dave Cheek there on that follow-up, putting the ball off the glass. Boy, the Troy Colts are really applying a lot of pressure on that man-to-man defense, starting to give Dinovic some problems.
Yes.
That was Jay Pfeiffer, number 34, drawing the foul.
You know, Jay Pfeiffer was doing his job probably, and that's cherry picking. You know, most guards will hang out in the wing and wait for that outlet on a bad shot like that. That was a very good move because he knew his player was taking a very hard shot.
And by doing that, he'll go ahead and get out on the break quickly.
Definitely.
There's Jay Pfeiffer at the line.
You know, Jay has signed with Illinois already, Illinois State.
Great.
But one thing about Jay is making quite an adjustment. He's coming off a broken hand from his last season. So, that's an adjustment.
Okay. And he missed the first foul shot there. He's got one more coming. I guess with them signing early, that takes a lot of pressure off of the kids when they're being recruited, doesn't it, Al, to go ahead and sign early?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I like when he tripped the guy, and he's like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It was an accident. Don't call a foul on me.
That was number 31, Dave Cheek, with the foul there.
Right.
And it looks like the Troy Colts are coming out in a full court press on this one. That's Dave Dinovic bringing the ball up against the pressure.
Ooh, that was a tough pass inside.
Blocked. The shot was blocked. Looks like number 45. And that's Brian Dukes that blocked the shot.
Oh,
Jay Pfeiffer's going to get called for it.
No, I believe 31.
Well, that's Dave Cheeks.
Right.
Absolutely. Coming back into the game, that's Ricky Tyson, the 6'8" center. Sitting down is number 45, Brian Dukes.
You know, the problem, if they can just have the good ball handling, they can get that type of a shot.
There's Phil Thomas once again working on the board. He had his shot blocked by Ricky Tyson. Phil Thomas with another rebound. Nice follow-up.
You know, they're doing real well offensively, and that's what's keeping them in there right now. Because if you remember when Phil Thomas had those 3 consecutive rebounds. See right here, look, that was the first shot, and he got the offensive board right back in there. That's good.
Great work by
determination and persistence.
And Phil Thomas is sitting down now to take a breather. We've got a tie score, 11-11. There's Jay Pfeiffer with a cross-court pass.
Ooh, they're good ball
Pfeiffer out
movement.
beyond the three-point circle. Nice shot.
That was good ball movement.
Dave Dinovic setting the offense.
Back into a man-to-man. Or either they've been there for a while. Oh,
Great pass on the interior.
you see, they're making them pay for those shots that they're trying to make. They're not giving anything to them.
You know, Al, the Troy Athens coach, John Kroll, said that one of the things they wanted to do was to try to really get inside for their shots, and they're doing a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah, make them pay. Make them pay.
And there was the foul on number
and you know, this line right here that he's standing on, it never lies. Never lies.
And the foul was on number 41, Matt Myers. This is Matt Snyder at the line. And he misses his first free throws.
Telling the truth.
And free throws make a difference in a game. You know, that's something players should really work on. Trying to get that free throw percentage up. Okay, Matt Snyder goes 1 for 2. Troy Colts are leading now, 14-12. We're under a minute here in the first quarter.
Oh, what was that there?
Ah, the Troy Colts lost the ball on that one.
No foul called, I don't believe.
So what do you think? The referees missed one on that one.
Well, maybe he got a, maybe he threw it out of bounds on his way up shooting, but I would have think he got a hand on it, the opponent. Oh,
and there's Jay Pfeiffer with the steal. He's going in for the layup. Oh, no, he doesn't lay it up. He slams it in.
Merry Christmas, I guess.
Jay Pfeiffer showing that he can get up in the air and slam it down.
See, there they ran into another problem with the ball handling.
We've got a foul on the last shot of the quarter.
Right here, he's going up for the old breakaway, and oh, Merry Christmas.
Well, I thought for certain it looked like he was going to go to the glass and just lay it up, but he rose up so quickly.
Oh, that's the end of the quarter, shooting the free throws.
It's Matt Snyder at the line. Puts in the first free throw.
I would have to say a good quarter for both teams.
Absolutely good quarters. At the end of the first quarter, the score here is 16-14. The Troy Colts are leading the Troy Athens Redhawks. And Jim Clary's in the huddle. Let's see if we can see what he's describing for his players there.
It's hard to say, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
I would think that he would probably have mentioned the offensive rebounding by the Red Hawks, and the probably that, mainly that, the offensive rebounding and stopping Phil from driving so much.
Because Phil Thomas really did get quite a few offensive rebounds on him, and 2 or 3 shots a couple of times.
This is quite a difference from their first game, down 2-18.
Once again, the Troy Colts are applying that man-to-man pressure.
Oh, they're taking 4 shots. That's going to really hurt them.
And that's not what the Troy Athens Redhawks coach wanted. He wanted for them to come down that half-court offense and go ahead and make about 6 to 8 passes and try to get the ball inside for their shot. Number 50 inside on the block.
Good. Phil.
He had a good look at the basket, but he just didn't put it down. That was Jacques Lucher. That was an offensive foul on number 22, Steve Dady. One of the more difficult calls for the officials to make.
Right here, doing the right thing, taking it to the basket, but you have to finish. You really have to finish. So he kind of gave up.
Troy Colts moving the ball around on the perimeter. 44, Feldkamp. Coming down with the rebound is Dave Dinovic.
Big rebound. Big rebound. Yeah, it was before the shot.
We got a blocking foul on that
Again, penetration to the basket. They're doing the smart things. Those are very intelligent things that they're working, because they're a smaller team and they're doing the things that they need to do, and that's going to the basket.
And that's the thing that's keeping the Athens Redhawks in the game, is that they are getting inside and they are drawing the fouls.
And getting to the free throw line now. See right here, there's the hook on the arm and there's the foul.
And that's Jeff Habrowski at the line.
Big guy, too.
Yes, he is. Sinks both of his.
You saw the guy fly out of there who's trying to take the charge. Now here we go.
There's Wiki Tyson on the block. And there's Dinovic. Dinovic is a guard, and he's got the pass 2 rebounds.
Right. There's
inside once again to Phil Thomas. He takes his time, just misses the bunny.
That's what 6'8" defense will do to you. It'll make you think.
Make you change that shot quickly.
When you have to think, you mess up.
Pfeiffer from the outside missing.
On most occasions. In a game of basketball.
There's Phil Thomas once again trying to drive inside.
If they keep moving the ball, they'll be successful.
Habrowski made a nice drive and a nice shot, but it just didn't go down for him. Feldkamp, nice move, layup, beautiful move right there. Beating them on the dribble.
Right. Habrowski's size is so deceiving. But
well, he really doesn't look like a 6-footer, does he? He looks more like a 5'10".
see right here, there's a little penetration. He goes by the defender, protects the ball, and lays it right in.
Troy Coates are leading the Athens Redhawks by a score of 18-16.
You know, that was the first field goal of the second half for Troy Athens, believe it or not.
Troy staying in that, I think that the Troy Athens Redhawks are staying in that zone. Once again, they want to keep Wiki Tyson from on the inside, but he goes outside and buries a jumper.
They don't have him out there for nothing. Surprise. But he's going to have to be able to shoot that in college, because he'll be a forward.
So he's going to have to be able to go outside and bury that jumper with as well as hit from the inside. So the Redhawks taking it to the basket. That was number 44, Matt Schiffer, taking the ball down the lane and getting the layup. Feldkamp goes to the inside, gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses one more time, but look at Wiki Tyson on the board. Wiki Tyson, a big man on the board, drawing the foul. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Right here, yeah, he gets the offensive rebound and pays for it. But he's going to the line. That's all part of the game.
And that foul was on number 22, Steve Dady, I believe. Wiki Tyson now at the line shooting 2.
You know, Wiki, he's also assigned already with Eastern Kentucky. So we've got 2 people already signed and sealed.
So we know we're seeing some quality basketball players here going to Division I schools.
Definitely, definitely.
Wiki Tyson makes his first free throw. Second one coming.
You know, Coach Clary started 3 of his seniors this evening. Usually he starts 2. So this is a different move for him also.
Athens Redhawks once again trying to work against this tough man-to-man pressure from the Troy Colts. And there the pressure paid off, Al.
You know, I'm not sure if he was trying to run a weave or if he was trying to run a play. He needs to turn around and face the basket instead of dribbling side to side. You can't see if you if you turn.
Once again, Ricky Thompson at the top of the free throw line. Bounces it off the glass, but doesn't go in.
Oh, good turnover.
There's number 22, Steve Dady, breaking with the ball. Good hustle there by the number 34, Jay Pfeiffer. Keeping the ball from going out of bounds, and the Troy Colts retrieve the ball. And there's Phil Thomas on the board for the Red Hawks. Under 5 minutes. 21-18, the Troy Colts leading the Athens Red Hawks.
Oh, I think somebody's going to have to break open. Okay. There he goes. He's back inside.
There's Phil Thomas. Kind of forced that one, but he's trying to get inside. Nice three-pointer there by Dave Dinovich.
They're doing the little things to stay in this game. Or shall I say the big things?
And that ties the score at 21.
I tell you, you don't see a 1-2-2 very much, but now it looks like a 1-3-1. Okay, there we are. They're on a 1-3-1, I think.
There's Ricky Tyson. Nice shot from the free throw line.
See, that looked so confusing because he was down low and then he came up to the free throw line and then he dropped back down.
Well, you know, one of the things that the Troy Athens coach said he wanted to do was to try to use some gimmick defenses. He wanted to confuse the
Well,
Colts.
it confused me. It looked like a 1-2-2, or then it looked like a 1-3. Uh-oh. Oh. Again, there's the bad ball handling. That full court pressure is just too much right now for the Red Hawks.
There's number 44, Feldkamp, out front with the ball, along with Jay Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer from the three-point line. Oh, he buries another one. Jay Pfeiffer shows that beautiful form on that left-hand shot.
You know, it's good to see him not afraid to take that shot.
Athens Red Hawks will be inbounding the ball.
Coach Clary looking relaxed.
Under 2 minutes to go here. 26-21, the Colts leading the Red Hawks.
Good
and they get the ball inside once again, but Ricky Tyson with a big block on that one.
I guess his head the referees didn't see the head shake.
Did you see Feldkamp make that move?
Coach Crowell wants a timeout, but I don't think the players saw it. He's still shouting timeout. Okay.
And we've got a timeout. Athens Red Hawks with 1:26 to go here in the second quarter. And the Troy Colts are leading the Red Hawks by a score of 28-21. Okay, let's go into the Athens huddle. See if we can hear what Coach Crowell has to say to his team. He's just trying to get them to settle down there.
Here's the foul. It was a clean block. It really was. Good offensive, well, good rebound. He pushes the ball up with a little stutter. Protects it well and bottoms.
Beautiful crossover dribble he made there.
Right.
And laid the ball in with a swish shot.
You know, what I could hear of the huddle with the Red Hawks sound like they're going to run a motion offense. Sound like they're going to, we'll see. Let's see if they have more movement.
Once again, the Colts are applying that man-to-man pressure.
Yeah, looks like they're moving pretty good.
And the Red Hawks will inbound the ball from out of bounds. That was tipped out by, I believe that was Jay Pfeiffer. Oh, bad inbound pass. Ricky Tyson on the slam.
There's another turnover that adds to the Athens points.
We've got 52.1 seconds to go. And the Troy Colts are coming down with the ball. I wonder if they'll hold for one shot here.
I doubt it.
Jay Pfeiffer shoots from the line, draws the foul. So he'll get 2 and go to the foul line.
When you got an aggressive team like this, with 42 seconds, no. They won't hold for the last shot.
And it looks like the Colts are really starting to open this game up a bit, too.
Uh-oh, I think they're setting up the press. I think it's going to be full court pressure on Troy Athens. Right here, they throw the ball into Pfeiffer at the free throw line. He turns around and puts it up, and then the foul is committed.
Okay, Pfeiffer gets both free throws. Score is now 32-21.
The pressure would have came only if it was a made basket. Oh, there we go again.
Okay, here we go once again. Dave Cheek slamming it down this time.
I think they're taking turns. If Troy Athens can just maintain.
Feldkamp breaking it down with about 10 seconds left. Goes to Ricky Tyson. Okay, the Athens Redhawks will have the ball with 2.6 seconds left, and they're down by 13.
If they can go into halftime, it would have been great under 10 points.
When they throw the ball the length of the court, it'll come back to the Troy Colts. Now, the Colts call a timeout. I guess they're going to set up an out-of-bounds play on this one with 2.6 seconds left, and they'll have the ball out up under their basket.
Hey, that's smart. You know, if you got the timeouts, why not use it?
So by the Troy Athens Redhawks throwing the ball the length of the court and not getting a player to touch it, it could go against them on this one, Al.
Yeah, that runs in. That's a gamble. It's always a gamble when you do a play like that.
Here's Jim Perry with the Colts in the huddle.
He's talking about the fake, I think. Fake the shot. Fake the...
Okay, let's see what kind of play they run here.
It looked like he was talking about fake your shot and draw the foul or something. We'll see. It's going to be a layup.
Pfeiffer with the three-pointer. And he doesn't get it, but the Troy Colts take the lead. They lead 34-21 here at halftime. And what started to happen was the Colts started to make a few steals and open the game up there right at the end of the second half, and they've taken a 13-point lead here, Al.
Yes, that's what Coach Croyle is going to have to make it a point to tell his players ball handling is so important, so crucial. When they were doing so well with the ball earlier, they were right in there, right in there. They've started to do pretty poorly. They weren't rebounding as much as they were in the first quarter. Ball handling was better, so those things they're going to have to work on.
Okay, we're at halftime with the Troy Colts leading the Troy Athens Redhawks by a score of 34-21.
Just the thought of losing you brings out my love so true. Hurting you is the last last thing I would ever do. I'm taking care of you.
Do a good turn for the earth. A community service thought from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I'm Dave Jones along with Al Hardy, and start of the second half here. Troy Colts with the ball. Troy Colts already have a 13-point lead that they're trying to build on. Coming out being very patient here in the second half. There's Wiki Tyson with a fake. And he lost the ball out of bounds. He stepped on the inbound line. So let's see if Troy Athens has made some adjustments and will be able to cut into this lead here.
Yeah, talking with the coach, he said they're going to try and do what they did in the first quarter. And that's, penetrating to the board and handling the ball appropriately.
You know, they made a few mistakes there in that second quarter, Al, that really got them in trouble.
Right.
Troy Colts breaking with the ball, but it's stolen there by the Red Hawks. That was number 24, Brian Schiller with the ball. Phil Thomas drives the lane, and draws the foul from Wiki Tyson.
He's a very determinating player. Right here, he's checking out everything. He sees where the defense gives up the baseline and takes advantage of the foul. He's taking all their shots this half too. 0 for 2.
Well, he had a great first quarter, and it looks like they're trying to get him off early here in the second half. And there's a jump ball call on possession, that it will remain with the Troy Athens Red Hawks. It's Brian Schiller with the shot. Rebound by Jay Pfeiffer, goes up nice and high.
Not really a good shot. He acted like he had only 5 seconds to shoot the ball, and I don't think that was the case.
Okay, Kevin Krupitzer there called for the traveling violation.
That's the second turnover this half for Troy Athens.
Cross-court pass there to Schiller. Nice shot.
I'm sorry, the third
Schiller.
turnover.
They give him a three-pointer there on the shot. Jay Pfeiffer with the shot. Ball rolls out of bounds. Coming into the game, that's Dave Cheeks coming into the game for the Troy Colts.
Already the game is at a 10-point game, and that's a big statement for Troy, the Red Hawks. You know, the third quarter is so important in a game. If you can come back out of that locker room, making a few good adjustments, you've got a good chance of winning the game.
And that's a true statement there, Al, the third quarter, because some teams come out a little lackadaisical, and if someone comes out with some pressure and really pushes the ball, it makes a big difference there at the start of the third quarter.
So true. Almost a turnover. They're playing them well in the inside, defensively.
Oh, they
until then.
Michelle loose there on the inside. Once again, man-to-man pressure by the Troy Colts.
Good movement, good ball movement.
There's Phil Thomas with a nice shot.
Good ball movement.
So Phil Thomas is trying to warm up and to help bring his team back here in this second half.
That's his first basket of the second half. And that'll give him hopefully a good lift, get him to going. Oh, they're getting it inside too easy.
Great steal
there we
by
go.
Phil Thomas.
There we go.
It's a 10-point lead now. If they get a bucket here, they can cut it down under 10. We've got an offensive foul.
I don't know if I agree with that. It seemed like he got hit before the fact.
That offensive foul is on number 22, Steve Dady. That's his third foul. First team foul here in the second half for Troy Athens. Jay Pfeiffer there in the corner. And the rebound comes down to number 52, Brandon Hacker. Schiller with the basketball. Makes a crossover dribble. Goes down the lane.
Too. He pushes off quite a bit going to the basket and just handling the ball.
He makes a good, strong move going in there.
Well, if I was pushing out, I'll make a good,
It'd be strong too, right, Al?
Right. Crowell looking a bit concerned. Coach Crowell.
10-point lead here in the third quarter. Under 5 minutes to go. Seems like time is going by quickly here in this third quarter. There's Ricky Tyson.
They've got to be out rebounding the Troy Athens. They have to be. They're doing so well on the boards, offensively and defensively.
Okay, Dinovic sets the offense.
They ought to go back to Phil. They need to go back to Phil.
Vrosky gets his shot blocked.
Oh, what
they make a great defensive play. Phil Thomas on the steal, drives it in for the layup. They've cut that lead now under 10. It's an 8-point lead for the Troy Colts.
Phil with the rebound.
Phil Thomas has come out here in the second half ready to play.
And they're making a statement on the clock also. Oh, see, they've got to protect that basketball. He'll probably go to the hole. There we go. Then the drive, the scoop, and it's good.
Thomas makes the drive. He's going to get an opportunity for a three-point play.
Oh, yeah. Right now, I would say Coach Clary would be quite concerned. Right here, he gets the ball, taking it to the hole, underhand scoop, and the good soft touch for the easy roll. See, there we go.
Phil Thomas is stepping up to the challenge here in the third quarter. And he completes the three-point play with the free throw. The Red Hawks are now down by 5, 36-31. Under 3 minutes here to go. This Feldkamp makes a nice feed on the inside of Ricky Tyson. Ricky Tyson banks it off the glass.
Yeah, that comes from just a matter of not knowing your role on the zone. He got the ball too easy. They've got their backs to the basket too much. If they turn around and face the basket, they'll get a much better shot.
And there's Zabrowski drawing the foul. And the foul was called on number 34, Jay Pfeiffer.
In the second half, Athens has scored 10 points. Troy, 4.
And Zabrowski is off the line for 2 shots. Makes the first one.
Going back, looking at the foul, he drives the baseline, and puts his body out there first before he can get the contact, which he did, and that's great. And that's why he's at the free throw line.
Bobrovsky's got that big body and he uses it well. Going to the hole. So Bobrovsky makes both of his foul shots. The Red Hawks are within 5 now, 38-33.
Oh my goodness, what's the call? I can't believe that. Oh. They're working so hard on the basketball boards.
Okay, the Colts inbound the ball.
Oh. You know, this is only a 5-point game right now.
Phil Thomas up on the board once again.
And that's the reason why. Phil Thomas. Oh.
Bobrovsky with a three-pointer. Look at Phil Thomas. Oh, he just misses it. Nice offensive rebound there by Phil Thomas. Doing a job at both ends of the floor. Jay Pfeiffer drives the lane, switches to the right hand. They're going to get the tip to Jay Pfeiffer there.
The referee is just saying this before the shot. They'll get it out of bounds under the basket.
And the foul will go against 44, Feldkamp. Well, we got 36 seconds to go in the third quarter.
A few three-pointers, they'll be right back in there. But that doesn't seem like it's that type of a game.
At least they've cut into that lead some. It's down to 7 now. Dinovic drives the lane. Phil Thomas on the offensive board once again. And Detroit Colts got 10 seconds to go. Let's see what they'll do with the ball. Clock is running down. Does Feldkamp realize it?
If they can keep it from the inside, they'll be fine.
Okay, Feldkamp drove the lane there and put a shot up, but it didn't go down. The end of 3 quarters here. We've got a score of 40-33. Transition is a program designed to give perspective pertaining to African-American issues. Host Jeffrey Miller has conducted interviews with Louis Farrakhan, John Conyers, and Coleman Young. Watch Transition Saturday night at 10 on Channel 63. Here's the huddle of the Red Hawks.
Doing a great job. They're having trouble.
Well, they've got to be pleased that at least they came back and cut into that halftime lead.
You're out a little wide. Stay in tight till the ball goes there, unless it's Pfeiffer. Okay, unless it's Pfeiffer, stay in. The price is coming high, and these guys have got a guy running the baseline out. Super job. Push the ball. You had him. Okay, why don't you go now? Try to get a little far. I know you were a little far away. Try to come a little harder. But don't force it. Look to the other side too. It's all more in the middle. Good job, guys. Come on. Go. They're on him. 1, 2, 3.
You know, one thing I noticed coming out of that huddle, you can see the confidence. I can see the confidence on the coach's face and the players.
Absolutely. The Red Hawks are fired up. They believe they can probably come back in this last quarter. They've cut into that lead. It's a 7-point lead now. So we've got 8 minutes now to see if they can.
But you know, that confidence comes from momentum. And if you don't have the momentum, then it's hard to have the confidence. And they had the momentum.
Start of the fourth quarter here. 40-33, the Troy Colts leading the Troy Athens Red Hawks.
I would have to say this zone is bothering them quite a bit.
Well, it seemed as though it slowed them down a bit. And it looked like Ricky Tyson got away with the traveling on
But they're being patient. Troy Athens is being very patient. And that's a mark of a good team. Knowing not to rush things.
We're going to get a foul here.
Dave really knows how to cross over and beat his man to the basket. See right here, he crossed over and now he's penetrating, and he's got his man trailing.
And that was number 44, Feldkamp, with the foul.
There he goes to the basket.
Bobrovsky to the basket. You see the scoop move? Bobrovsky, he's not fast, he's not quick, but he's getting the job done.
Oh my, I think we can take some pointers tonight. Here he is. He's got his shoulder. You dip your shoulder in and just take that 1.5, and then the rest is history. The underhand scoop.
I think we'll have to give him a 10 on that one, huh?
I believe that's his first field goal for the quarter, for the half. Determination on getting the shot off.
Oh, Phil Thomas with a block shot.
They stayed at it real well. Stayed at it very well, and it pays off. 2 points. There we go, 3-pointer. It's no good.
Feldkamp is bringing the ball up now for the Troy Colts.
Coach wants a timeout on the next time they come down the floor, I believe. Coach Crowell.
Ricky Tyson with the rebound. Takes it back up.
Oh.
He gets the bucket.
Yeah. See what I mean about momentum? Right now it's changed back over to Troy Athens.
Next week, we'll be in Rochester to watch the Falcons take on the Lake Orion Dragons. That's the game of the week, next Saturday and Monday at 7 p.m. on Channel 63.
The ball goes into the big fella, and one thing as a big fella, you have to have good footwork. And he just turned around, pivoted, and put it right in. Now, there is a hard way to do that, and that's just turn around and throw it up. But he turned around, good footwork.
And like you said about the momentum being shifted to the Troy Colts, with that momentum, they've now taken an 11-point lead. It's 46-35 here in the fourth quarter.
Let's see what happens with the momentum this time. You know, it's changed every time out. Let's see what happens. They're back in the zone. This might bring on some steals. He traveled before he got his shot blocked. So far, it's been a problem.
And that was number 40, Matt Snyder, with the traveling call there. Looks like he was trying to force the ball up, too, you know, trying to draw a foul on the big man.
Well, he's trying to shoot over 3 people.
And that's pretty difficult to do, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Ricky Tyson on the inside once again. There's Doug Grant. Grant grabbed the offensive rebound and put it back in. 13-point lead now for the Troy Colts.
See, right here, there's a bad matchup offensively. You should have a 2-guard front against a 1-guard defense front. And you really can't penetrate the zone unless you just go by them, which is very difficult.
And Athens needs to try to make some moves offensively. Time is running down on them here. We're already at 5 minutes. Matt Snyder stays with it and draws a foul.
Good rebound. Good rebound to keep things alive.
And the foul goes against Doug Grant. And the referee calls it intentional.
Here he is. He dips his shoulder, takes it up under. However, it was just not enough, and then there's the offensive rebound. Things that kept them in the game in the first quarter. And if they can just continue to offensive rebound, I think they'll be all right in this game.
Here's Matt Snyder with the first free throw.
Coach is using this as a timeout. Or is this a timeout?
Well, the referee called a technical. He called an intentional foul on Doug Grant on that one.
Yeah, well, Coach Crowell, I think he told them something that probably could help him right now.
So Matt Snyder made both free throws, and now he's sitting down to take a rest. Athens is still inbounding the ball.
And it seems like it's a problem, a serious problem.
Absolutely, Al. Absolutely, look, they're having trouble getting the ball inbounds.
It seems like they're going to have to throw it way out over the insides people's head. Oh.
And it seems like they've got to be getting close to the 5-second call. Like I said, they're having extreme difficulty getting the ball inbounds. It's an 11-point lead here by the Troy Colts. 48-37 is the score.
You wonder, is it the people that's inbound or is it the people that's out of bound? That the problem is for making the inbound pass.
Yeah, well, you would think the players,
basket.
that are on the floor are going to have to make a nice cut and break for the ball in order to get open so that the passer will be able to inbound the ball to them.
I'm pretty sure Coach Clarity was pretty good and happy about this decision. Not giving them a basket or inbound. Then go down and make a basket. They're playing real well.
And that was Brian Dukes with the basket for the Troy Colts. 50-37 is the score in the fourth quarter. We're under 5 minutes to play. Dave Diamond takes a shot. Here's Jay Pfeiffer coming down with the rebound. That height is really starting to give them some problems there, Al.
Well, it's the follow-up after the missed shot, and that's what's so important in the game of basketball.
We have a timeout here with 4:06 to go in the fourth quarter. 52-37 is the score with the Troy Colts leading.
There's the pass after the rebound to the big fella, Phil. The good fake, and after the missed shot, he's right there under there to get that, what they call the garbage rebounds.
David, we've got to move the ball like this and then look to pop it right there so he can shoot over Tyson or go by him, or Shalair or Dady can get a clean shot. You've got to switch. If Phil drives, switch sides and be ready to rebound. If Phil shoots, find an opening. Okay? Look in, David. Okay, we're running a triangle here. You got to move the ball, though. Let's go. Come on, guys, let's do it.
Troy pounded the boards this quarter. 5 offensive rebounds this quarter. Pretty good.
Join news writer Mike O'Hara and Free Press writer Kurt Sylvester on Front Page Football. Each week they talk to a member of the Detroit Lions. Tune in every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on Channel 63. Back to play here. Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That's Dave Dinovic setting the offense once again. And Athens is really having a problem getting into their offense also, Al.
Yeah, because it seems like they're in a 2-1-2 defense. And you have to read the defense to know where the open holes are, and they're not doing that. Well, they scored that time, but they're not doing it consistently.
And that was Phil Thomas making the bucket for the Red Hawks. Brian Dukes on the inside with the bucket for the Colts.
Oh. He's able to get in there, and that's good. He's able to get inside that right there at the free throw line. Giving a little bit of instructions there to his players, Coach Crowell. He's like telling him, shoot the ball when you get in there. I guess he wanted to tell the coach, I tried.
He's doing his best.
I'm trying. I got hammered. Give me a break, coach.
That's Dinovic at the line. Makes the first shot. And Feldkamp is charged with the foul for the Troy Colts. Coming into the game for the Red Hawks is number 44, Matt Schiffer. And Max Snyder will sit down and take a breather. Dinovic with one more shot to go.
You know, it's tough right now with 3 minutes to really feel positive about coming back unless the momentum is just so enormous.
And there's a foul there on number 22, Steve Dady, kind of running over the back of Dave Cheeks.
Yeah. Uh-oh, 55. You know, 55, if anybody who played any basketball, that just means man-to-man, and that's what Coach Crowell was calling out. You know, 5 on 5.
Okay, less than 3 minutes to go here.
Let's see, we should see more movement now. Let's see on this zone offensively.
Well, I'm surprised that they're not trying to take the ball to the basket a little more, especially with so little time to go, just to go ahead and, you know, force the ball to the hoop.
It's hard and difficult because the matchup, they're not matching up to the zone correctly.
Dave Cheek with a nice turnaround jumper.
Oh, so soft and so sweet. Here comes a timeout.
Well, they've opened up a 16-point lead.
You know, they played pretty well, I would have to say, the Red Hawks. They, compared to the first game, playing one of the top 4 teams in the league, I would have to say.
Coming up this month on Roadshow Video, Brett and Pat travel to Franklin Cider Mill. Stay tuned for Roadshow Video immediately following tonight's game on Channel 63. Okay, let's go into Jim Clary's huddle here for the Troy Colts.
All right, we go back looking at the last basket. The good shot, the good look inside. He misfumbles it, and then he turns around and just ups it. See, that's what you do. Whenever in doubt, shoot it.
I knew that one well, too, Al.
That conquers all. Whenever in doubt, shoot it.
Well, it looks like we've got some substitutions here.
You know, right now this can become real frustrating if they don't get some baskets, and that's the Red Hawks.
A couple of the new players in the game for the Detroit Colts. We've got number 23, Aaron Smith, and number 30, Phil Hughes. Looks like Jim Clary's going to give some of his bench a little bit of playing time here in the last couple of minutes.
Well, I think both teams have kind of cleared the benches.
Okay, here comes a wholesale substitution now for the Troy Athens Red Hawks. Got a minute 44 left, and they're down by 16.
You know, they're coming off the floor with their heads down, but that's because they're competitors. But that's part of basketball. You got to keep your head up and evaluate what you did wrong. And that's an importance of being consistent and coming back and doing a good job.
Well, they played hard, and they tried to do some of the things that they wanted to do. They tried to control the tempo of the game, but there were a few times that the quickness of the Troy Colts and the height definitely took advantage and gave Troy the momentum. It's Matt Schiffer at the line. He's got one more shot to go. Another substitution. This is number 42, Chris Pragoda, coming into the lineup. And number 44, Matt Schiffer, takes a seat.
They're in a full court pressure right now, which is good, and which they should have done the whole game probably. Especially with a team so, I would say so much more strength. Would you say a little bit of carrying?
A little bit.
Or walking? But that's what you get for home court advantage. That's what you get at home court.
And the referee called a foul down in there. Just kind of got my vantage point blocked off.
20. They're not shooting. 20. Stay forward.
There's Aaron Smith handling the ball outside for the Troy Colts.
Oh, 1 and 1.
That foul is on number 20, Dan Stronsky.
Again, another tough call, but then, you know, this is high school, and you have to set limits, you know, with the younger kids. And that's one of them. Watch. Slide your feet.
Okay, Matt Myers at the line sinks his first shot. We've got just 1 minute and 7 seconds to go here. Well, Al, one thing, both teams have been consistent here. This will be the second win for the Troy Colts and the second loss for the Athens Redhawks.
Unfortunately for the Redhawks. But you know, the good thing about life, you're always learning something. And hopefully they'll, you know, rebound from their mistakes. There's a three.
Matt Myers, there's a three-pointer.
There's a turnover.
And even the bench players for the Troy Colts decided they wanted to come out and score some points. Ooh. Aaron Smith on the drive.
Good look inside and taking it to the hole. Got to give Eric a lot of credit. He saw an advantage and took it.
They're throwing up three-pointers, trying to get some more.
Oh, what can you lose?
Okay, 14 seconds to go. Well, the Troy Colts, they just came out here in the second half and took complete control of the game.
You know, looking at this roster with the Redhawks, their tallest man is 6'5½". And it seems like they average somewhere at around 6'3" or 6'4". No, I'm sorry, around 6 feet.
Well, that was one of the concerns of Coach Kroll. He knew that they were outmanned as far as size was concerned, and he knew that Wiki Tyson would probably be a problem for them.
Well, we're down to 2 seconds. Let's see if they can get a shot off. There it is.
And there's the end of the game. Final score is 60-44. The Troy Colts have defeated the Troy Athens Redhawks. The second game of the season for both teams. So the Troy Colts take a record now of 2-0, and the Troy Athens Redhawks, their record is now 0-2. Show good sportsmanship and shake hands. It was a good game, though, Al.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I think it was also such a learning experience for Troy Redhawks, more so than the opponents.
Okay, and there's the final score. The Troy Colts with a 60 score, and the Troy Athens Redhawks scored 44. The Troy Colts defeating the Troy Athens Redhawks here at Troy High School. We'll be back right after this.
You know, choosing a dog is a lot like choosing a car. First, you need to decide whether you're interested in a compact with 4 on the floor, a mid-size, stick optional, a deluxe with power steering. Is a new model more your style, or one with a few miles on it? And what about color? Just red, yellow, two-tone is very handsome. Of course, handling is important. And whatever you're looking for, we've got it. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. So come to our showroom today. You can even take one out for a test drive.
And we're back at Troy High School, where the Troy Colts have just defeated the Troy Athens Redhawks by a score of 60-44. And let's take a look at the second half stats here. For field goals, the Athens has 6 of 20, only 30% they shot from the field, and the Troy Colts shot 41%. Troy Athens was 7 of 8 from the free throw line with 88%. The Troy Colts 1 of 2 at 50%. And in the rebounding, kind of even there. The Troy Athens Redhawks pulled down 14 rebounds, and the Troy Colts pulled down a total of 15. And in turnovers, things were fairly even there also, with 5 turnovers for the Athens Redhawks and 6 for the Troy Colts. And the scoring leaders for tonight's game.
With Athens, Thomas with 15 points, and with Troy, that was Tyson for 15 points and Pfeiffer 14. Good game for shooters, you know. So I guess, you know, if you do well, you get about 15 points second game into the season. That's not too bad.
And here's the scoring by quarters. First quarter, you can see fairly even, 16-14 Troy Colts led. And then in the second half, the Troy Colts took a big advantage with an 18-7 score. In the third quarter, Athens kind of came back with a score of 12-6. And then in the fourth quarter, the Troy Colts once again took over the game, and they led in that quarter by a score of 20-11. And for next week's game, we're going to be in Rochester to watch the Falcons take on the Lake Orion Dragons. That's the game of the week, next Saturday and Monday at 7 p.m. on Channel 63. Once again, the final score: the Troy Colts defeat the Troy Athens Redhawks by a score of 60-44. And for Al Hardy and the rest of the crew here at TCI Cable, I'm Dave Jones, and thanks for watching TCI Cable Basketball.